Did you know that 95% of people don't achieve lasting weight loss by dieting? Isn't that really sad? I'm Sandra Roycroft Davis, creator of the Slimpod programme and a Harley Street weight loss specialist. And let me tell you something that I find really odd. Most people know what they have to do to lose weight. They know they should eat healthy food 80% of the time and move a bit more, yet they just can't seem to do it consistently. They'd love healthy food to be the thing that they choose automatically day after day, but it just doesn't happen. The reason it becomes too hard is because when you're dieting, you have to use willpower in order to stick with it. But the fact is that willpower is the thing that lets you down the most. Willpower requires sustained conscious effort and self-control, and unless you're extremely disciplined, it's just so difficult to stick to. You see, willpower is like a muscle, and like a muscle in your body, it becomes harder and harder to keep going when you keep using it. And this is why so many people fall off the wagon after a short time on a diet, because they have to resist the food they love and it becomes so hard to stick to long term. This is when the yo-yo diet effect happens, and the stats show that people who have lost weight by dieting put it all back on and sometimes put back more than came off. It becomes so demoralising and self-defeating, and when you're a yo-yo dieter who has struggled with your weight for so long, you begin to believe you'll never change your eating habits and never achieve lasting weight loss. But let me tell you right now, that limiting belief is doing you no good at all, because it is totally possible to lose weight and keep it off for good. The secret is obviously to make lifestyle changes that become a lasting habit. And for that to happen, you have to bypass the need for willpower, which is controlled by your conscious mind, and enlist the support of your powerful subconscious. Because once that part of your brain's on your side, there's no need for willpower. You see, most of what you do every day is driven by your subconscious, like driving your car or putting one foot in front of the other to walk. You had to learn how to do all those things, but once you'd done them many times, you no longer had to think about it. It became an automatic behaviour and part of your day-to-day life. Just like eating. If you've eaten unhealthy food for years, the habit becomes ingrained and very difficult to change, because it's your subconscious that's running your eating habits. So when you use conscious effort or willpower to change an ingrained behaviour like eating, it takes time and effort. And this is where people fail, because it's just too hard to do it consistently. So let me explain how my 12-week Slimpod programme is different. When you repeatedly listen to a Slimpod recording, the clinically proven neuroscience technique bypasses the conscious mind and makes changes to your eating habits at the subconscious level. You notice yourself automatically choosing to eat healthy food, and you don't have to use willpower or put any effort into changing what you need to eat. You'll also notice you begin to ignore the unhealthy stuff as you lose interest in that chocolate and the cakes and the sweets. As the desire for the unhealthy stuff stops, you'll have no cravings. You won't need to resist anything, and therefore there's no need for self-control. Because this process is really easy and you're working with your mind and not against it, the whole thing is enjoyable. And guess what? When you enjoy doing something, you want to do it consistently. You'll notice exercise becomes effortless too. So consistent healthy eating and consistently moving more equals sustainable weight loss. Makes sense, doesn't it? So follow the link below, and it could be the thing that changes your life forever.